there, how's it going? Love being outside, doing some of these videos outside. I know sometimes we get a little bit of the audio and stuff like that, you know, but hopefully you can appreciate the desire to want to be outside in April when it's 70 some degrees and just freaking awesome out here. The only thing to be better would be fishing, so that's the next 2 days. But today I had some videos I wanted to get done. You've already looked at the title, you know what this is, but this is a new reel. Maybe one of the last new reels for a while. And as always, Japan Lure Shop, like exceptionally well taped. It might be stapled too, but I tried to go to the bottom to try to avoid the staples. So, ooh, free gift. What is it? Oh, what is this? This is a Karashi Conclusion Select minnow. I can't read it. I'll have to look at this. Looks awesome. It's a nice bait finesse size lure. Ooh, and it's got like a little this is nice. I don't know if it has the weight on it here. So 3/16 of an ounce, slow sinking. One of the cool things about Japan Lure Shop is they throw in extra lures, and it's great when I'm ordering a bait finesse reel. It's nice when they make sure that you get a bait finesse lure. And honestly, you know, you can even let them know, like maybe even what size lure you might want. I've done that before, but this is one that I wouldn't have bought myself. So I'm sort of curious. It's probably an $8 to $15 lure though, and looking forward to giving this one a try. Now let's get into the reel here. So this is the Shimano SLX BFS. The reason I got this one is right here, the 6.3 gear ratio. I realized that as I got more and more into swim baits, you have to go fairly slow, like often like just fast enough to have that paddle tail working. And most of my reels are 8.1 or higher. I might have a couple in the 7 range. So I wanted to get some reels in the 6.2 range. This one is a 6.3. And honestly, I don't want to say it's one of the few Shimano reels, but it's one of the few current Shimano reels that I haven't tried in the finesse realm. And so I figured why not give it a try. It was right around 150, so it's actually, you know, compared to a lot of things, it's getting close to still the budget range. Oh, and look, this is becoming gold. I got some BFS oil. They don't actually include this anymore. I'm sort of surprised that this one had it, but so here's the manual. So it's actually got a nice paint job too. You know, this one is it's got the gray with the black. It's a little bit different. This is the JDM SLX BFS. Wait for the mailman to go past. So it's got the gray and the black. It looks actually, so as I understand it, this is almost the same reel as the Corrado. I understand there are a handful of differences, but it's very similar, built on the Corrado platform. It looks like a Corrado, so I don't expect it to be really any different on the internals than the Corrado as well. It's got the removable brake here, which I will probably just pull that out right off the bat, because I know that the Corrado I like better without that brake. Bearings don't look real heavily greased or anything, so I'll probably just, like I do with most, honestly with most reels, I'm just going to fish this the way it comes out of the box. Close that up. Brake dial. Very similar to the Corrado as well. The brake dial just is very difficult to move. which is good when it's set, because you don't have to worry about it moving, but it's a little bit of a pain early on. There's no clicking in the spool tensioner, but it does have the clicking drag. It's got a nice sounding clicking drag. The drag star itself clicks a little bit when you adjust it. Yeah, we'll see how it feels smoothness wise. Made in Malaysia. The specs on it, I think this is right around 155 grams as well. 170 grams. It's like maybe 5+1 bearings instead of 7+1. This is centimeters of retrieval per crank turn. So I mean, it's not going to, obviously it's a lower gear ratio, so it's not going to pull in a ton of line. But I like blue. I like the way the blue looks on this. Actually, I have the rod for this already, so, because it sounds like the neighbor's dogs are coming out and going to start barking. At least I almost got done. Let's go put this on the rod and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so this is the SLX BFS 6.2 gear ratio. So why are you not focusing on this? Maybe it is focused, maybe my eyes are off. But so anyway, here's the SLX BFS, and this is the rod that I'm going to put it on. It's not a true BFS rod. So this is from Kistler. It's their helium. It's a medium light, but you can see here it's rated down to a 1/16 of an ounce. So I figured I'd give it a try for some of my swim bait fishing. So the colors match up really well with the SLX, and you know that whenever I can get a reel and rod combo that just looks right, I always try to do that. So next step is, I haven't fished anything from Kistler before, so I want to give this a try. You know, it'd be great if they had actual bait finesse models. So if for some reason I feel like the Kistler doesn't work for the swim baits as I intended, I think it'll be great for crankbaits or maybe even spinner baits. At least traditional, you know, more traditional spinner baits, maybe not my really lightweight stuff. So I want to give it a try, and it's a power finesse rod for sure, and we'll see. I messaged them and they said, well, I'm not sure if it's going to have the action that you want and if it's really going to be a great bait finesse rod, but it's definitely going to be a good finesse rod, and so, you know, really in that power finesse range. So I want to give it a try. Made in America. I love to support American companies if possible, and honestly, the more I try nice rods, the more I appreciate the performance difference. So I really wanted to get that for, actually it would be great possibly for finesse jigs too. So I wanted to get it for single hook applications. It should be fantastic for that. So anyway, let's get some line on it and let's get out on the water. Okay. Tell you what, my first few casts on the new Kistler Helium, pretty nice. Ooh, I just saw a bass follow. He was a small one, not really what I'm looking for, but okay. Back to crankbait fishing. Ooh, there was something big right there. I don't know what it was. Definitely a big one. Another little guy. You know, the SLX on the Kistler Helium, it did really well today. I started with a larger sort of swim bait and ended up throwing a fairly small crankbait on it, and it did extremely well. It was the one that caught most of the fish today. Kayak's been a lot of fun. So, you know, the SLX, I think it's phenomenal. I didn't do any dialing in whatsoever. So if you want a budget JDM bait finesse reel, I think the SLX is going to be tough to beat. I really had fun with it today. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.